A late twist in the transfer window has suddenly put one of Barcelona's brightest midfield prospects under a glaring spotlight, Fermin Lopez. Reports that Chelsea has prepared a Euros 58 million approach arrived like thunder, forcing Camp Nou to weigh value against vision. The number on the table is significant, and for a club balancing books and ambitions it would ordinarily be tempting. Yet the defining detail in this story is not the bid itself, but the player's response. Fermin has made his stance plain. He wants to remain at Barcelona and earn his place. That single line, "I want to stay," changes this from a routine market rumour into a test of identity for player and club alike. Inside Barcelona, the mood has been deliberately calm. Executives expected interest in a player of Lopez's calibre. Top-flight clubs circle for promising talent every summer. What has surprised some is the firmness of the message that comes from the player's camp and from the coach, who currently values him highly. Hansi Flick, still shaping his squad and tactical blueprint, reportedly sees Lopez as more than a peripheral prospect. He's a potential piece in the team's core. That endorsement gives Barcelona leverage. It also complicates Chelsea's calculus. A transfer isn't just about matching a price tag, it's about convincing the player to move and the club to part with a strategically valuable asset. If Barcelona's sporting directors, led in part by Deco and his department, choose to treat the Euros 58 million figure as an opening gambit, negotiations could quickly escalate. Clubs often expect to be tested. A lower initial offer can provoke a bidding war or at least a hardened counter. But this story's real voltage lies elsewhere. Fermin's professed desire to stay reframes the offer as not merely a financial decision but a moral and developmental one. Barcelona must ask, do we sell a burgeoning homegrown talent for short-term gain, or keep him to foster continuity, satisfy the manager's plan, and reinforce a message that loyal young players can build careers at the club? Hansi Flick's role is crucial. A manager's public and private backing can shape a player's ambitions. Flick has already displayed admiration for Lopez, seeing him as someone who fits his system and can contribute meaningful minutes. For Lopez, the choice to remain isn't nostalgia. It's a professional calculation about playing time, development under a coach who believes in him, and the platform Barcelona provides on domestic and continental stages. For fans, that decision reads as affirmation. The club still grows talent, and young players still see Barca as the best place to make their mark. Of course, nothing is inevitable. Transfer windows have rewritten careers in the blink of an eye. A higher offer, a sudden change of heart, or a persuasive argument from a rival club could still tilt the scales. Chelsea's reported interest signals serious intent and demonstrates how quickly resources elsewhere can challenge Barcelona's plans. Yet every possible outcome carries consequences. Selling would bring cash and perhaps immediate balance, sheet relief, but it could dent squad depth and send a worrying signal about retaining emerging talent. Holding on to Lopez would reinforce stability and the coach's strategy, but might frustrate short-term financial needs or other strategic trade-offs. What observers and supporters should watch now are the signs. Will Barcelona issue a firm valuation or a blanket refusal? Will Fermin continue to train as usual and fight for minutes, or will negotiations create distractions that affect performance and chemistry? Will Deco and the sporting department try to extract a better offer, or will they prioritise the manager's project? The answers to these questions will not only determine one transfer, but will speak to Barcelona's posture in the modern game, whether it prioritises financial pragmatism above all or protects its footballing projects and player pathways. For Fermin Lopez, the choice is a milestone. Accepting a cross-border move at this stage could accelerate his exposure and earn him wealth and new challenges, but staying offers continuity, a chance to become a central figure under Flick, and the rare opportunity to shape his own legacy at the club that nurtured him. For Barcelona, the decision will reveal how the club balances ambition against stewardship. In that balance lies the essence of this story. It is not simply a market transaction, but an ethical and sporting crossroads where loyalty, money, strategy, and identity all collide under the bright lights of transfer season. Watch this space, because however this resolves, its impact will ripple through Camp Nou and beyond.